Hey guys, welcome to another video. And today in this video, I'm gonna be ranking the seasons of Breaking Bad. Yep, there's 5 seasons of Breaking Bad. I'm excited to talk about this. Yeah, last year I watched all the seasons of Breaking Bad and I fell in love with it. It's one of the greatest shows of all time. It's such a popular show. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, you gotta check it out. It's freaking amazing. I think this show is perfect from start to finish, and yeah, I'm excited to talk about it. If you have not seen Breaking Bad, this is a spoiler warning. Yeah, I'm gonna dive into all spoilers in this season. So, here's my ranking of Breaking Bad season from great to great. That's why there's not one bad season because they're all freaking fantastic. So I'm excited to talk about them, and let's get right to it. Coming at number 5 is season 1 of Breaking Bad, the one that started it all. Yeah, we get introduced to get introduced to characters: Walter White, Jesse Pinkman, Skyler, Hank, as Marie, and Walter Jr. Yeah, yeah. So the story is about Walter White is a chemistry teacher. He is diagnosed with lung cancer and he decides to cook meth and he provides for his family. And he teams up with Jesse Pinkman and they have this bickering relationship. Like they always fight. It's pretty interesting. And fun fact, they were about to kill Jesse in season 1, but they decided not to because I'm glad they didn't. Because what will Breaking Bad be like without Jesse Pinkman? Yeah. I'm glad they didn't do that. There's a scene Walter kills Crazy Egg when he wanted to trust him, but has his broken piece of plate about to kill him, but he just chokes him and he cries, says, "I'm sorry," and he reveals to Skyler that he is diagnosed with lung cancer. And yeah, and you get introduced to Tuco, one of the best villains in the show, and I love and Wall becomes Heisenberg. That was so great, and I love this. It might be my favorite. My favorite Heisenberg moment of the entire show is when he goes to talk to Tuco and he says, "This is not meth," and he throws it, and the building explodes. That was so awesome. I love that scene. So yeah, season 1 is a fantastic. I think it's a fantastic season, a great start. Number 2, season 2 of Breaking Bad. Yeah. This season 2 is a brilliant season. Like you had Tuco drag Walt and Jesse out of the desert with him and Hector Salamanca in a jail, and and Hank shows up and Hank and Tuco gets in a shoot fight and Hank kills Tuco, shooting right in the head, and so that was so crazy. Had me on the edge of my seat. And Jesse loses his house, he becomes homeless, and he gets in a new apartment, falls in love with a girl named Jane. Of course, and this is where Jane dies, and Walt lets her die. That was such a dark scene because Walt was gonna save him, but he chose not to because he was drugging Jesse, so that's why he did it. But that was so dark, man. It's just like holy shit, yeah, so crazy. And yeah, Skylar, that is so frustrating this season. But you understand where she's coming from because she only wants to know what's going on. But she can be such a hypocrite, and you get and and he has and Walt has and Walt and Skylar has a baby. Yeah, Skylar gave birth her infant daughter named Holly, such a sweet baby. And you get introduced to new characters like, of course, Gus Fring, who owns a fried chicken restaurant, and Saul Goodman, of course, Better Call Saul, and there's a spin-off called Better Call Saul, amazing prequel, go check it out. And getting introduced to Mike, and the season 2 finale. And then Skylar finds out Walt has been lying, decides to kick him out, doesn't love him anymore, wants a divorce. And you have Jane's dad who has 2 planes and each other. That was so crazy, and it just ends right there. So crazy. Season 2 is great. Number 3, season 3. Yeah, season 3. This is where Skylar kicked Walt out, and Walt and Skylar are going through a divorce, and and you get introduced to two ghost cousins who are hunting down who killed Tuco. They think Walt did it, but they find that it wasn't him. It was Hank. So they go and try to kill Hank, and I was on the edge of my seat. Like I was begging Hank not to be killed, and Hank kills one of them. It's just so crazy, and he ends up in hospital. He can't walk right now, and you get and you get like Hank was following Jesse to the junkyard about to investigate the RV, and Walt makes a fake call about Marie was in a car accident. And, Hank goes to the hospital, finds out it was a trick. Thinks Jesse didn't, goes and beats the living crap out of him, and Jesse ends up in the hospital. So was so crazy. And then you get into the episode Half Masters might be the best, probably the best episode of season 3. It was so good. Like Walt waits over gang bangers, he shoots them, tells Jesse to run. It was so great, and it ends with a cliffhanger in the season finale. Like Jesse having to kill Gil. It was so crazy. Like each every Breaking Bad episode ends with a cliffhanger that has you on the edge of your seat. So crazy. Yeah, season 3 is fantastic, amazing. Okay, number 2, season 4 of Breaking Bad. Now, season 4, amazing season. Should pop. Season 4 is brilliant. I think it's a masterpiece. It's all about Walt versus Gus going at each other, and I think it has the best episode premiere, best premiere ever. Like Walt, like shows like Gus is a really terrifying villain. When he slices the dude's throat to show how scary and terrifying it is. That was so crazy, and I love the one line. No, so Walt tells Skyler, I am not in danger, Skyler. I am the danger. A guy opens a door and gets shot. You think that of me? No, I am the one who knocks. And look, I'm wearing the t-shirt. See, I am the danger. I bought it off Amazon. So amazing. And Gus trying to tell Walt and Jesse apart, and yeah, getting to Crawl Space, one of the best episodes. Like Gus drags Walt out in the desert, tells him he's fired, and he says, "If you keep screwing with me, I'm gonna kill your entire family." It's so crazy, and Walt goes home, tries to collect the money, tells Skyler where it is. He says, "Give it to Ted," and Walt freaks out and starts laughing like the Joker. Like people say that's the best scene. That's the best scene, and I agree. It's just, I think it was crazy and amazing. Well done. Then, then get, then you, then, then the dog about Walt is like he poisoned a child to get Jesse back on his side. He tells him he didn't do it. It was Gus, and they're back, and Jesse's back on Walt's side, and then he get into a face off. And it's just what a crazy. It's just like Walt is trying to kill Gus. He goes to talk. Gus goes try to talk to Hector, and he planted a bomb underneath the wheelchair, and it just explodes. And Gus walks out, and he's freaking two-faced. He ties his tie one last time. It was so crazy. And he tells Skyler, "I won," and it feels that Walt was the one to poison a child. That's right there. It's just you're like, I don't know, I can root for Walt anymore. It's just yeah. Season 4 is just amazing. One of the greatest seasons on television ever. Number 1, season 5. Season 5 is the best season. People argue what is the best season 4 and season 5, and I'm on the people say season 5. Season 5 is the best season. Yeah. Like this is where Walt goes fully beyond evil. He does despicable things. Just it makes you hate Walt for it. And yeah, it was so crazy. And and you get into Say My Name, one of the best episodes. Like, I love the opening scene with Walt saying, "Say my name, your Heisenberg, you goddamn right." But the best opening scene in any Breaking Bad episode is just such an awesome opening scene. And Walt kills Mike, just and Mike's like, "Shut up and let me die." It's just this is what it's just it makes you really hate Walt for it. It's just he killed Mike. It's just Mike, one of the best killers. Just I love that guy. And then you get into Hank. Hank sits on the toilet and he finds out Walter's Heisenberg. He feels betrayed by him. Yeah, it's so crazy. And Murray finds out too. And then you get into confessions like Jesse finds out that Walt was the one poisoning the child. He goes to confront Saul, and he goes to Walt's house, try to burn it down, and he teams up with Hank, tries to bring Walt down. This is so crazy, and he drags Walt out in the desert, pretending that he's gonna burn his money. And Hank gets the handcuffs of Walt. He feels like victory. Get one last call where Marie tells him he did it, and it's super crazy there because Todd's gang shows up and they start shooting bullets flying through the camera. It's just so crazy. And then you get into Ozymandias. Ozymandias is the greatest episode of Breaking Bad ever. The best episode of the show ever. It's just like Hank dies. Hank dies like a badass. He doesn't beg. He knows he's gonna die. He says, "Walt, you're the smartest guy no, and you're too stupid to see. He made up his mind 10 minutes ago." And he dies just such so sad. And he blames Jesse for Hank's death. He gives Jesse up to the Nazi, and he tells Jesse, "Before you die, I want you to know I watched Jane die." So I was like, oh, and you think that Jesse's gonna die, but he died. So they kept him around as a meth slave. He's beaten up like a dog, and Marie tells Skyler that Walt's been arrested, and he made her tell Walt Jr. His father is a criminal, he's a drug dealer. Then they go home, see Walt is alive, not in handcuffs, tells him to pack, we need to leave. And Skyler thinks that he killed him, and she finally had enough, draws a knife at him, tells him to get out, and then get in a fight. Just so crazy. I was so worried, and Walt Jr. comes in and stands up to him, and now they're against Walt. Walt has lost everything. And then he kidnaps his infant daughter, Holly, and gets away. And then you get a phone call with Walt and Skyler. Like, I was so confused by that because that phone call scene made me confused. Then I was rewatching that scene, and I finally get it because Walt was pretending to threat Skyler. "I want you for a solid year." So he's saying that to get her out of it because he knew the police was listening, and yeah, and then now she's off the hook. Decided to give Holly back. Then you get into the last couple episodes. Granite State and Felina. Granite State that Walt goes into hiding. Dina, he has a new identity. The police is on to him, and Jesse tries to escape, but the Nazis caught him. And Todd kills Andrea White in front of him. It's just, oh my god! And now Jesse willing to do what they say, so he doesn't kill Brock also. And now it's been a couple of months, and Walt grows has a phobia now in hell, and he calls Walt Jr. from school, telling her that he's about to send money to him, and Walt Jr. refused to take money from him. He starts telling him, "You killed Uncle Hank," and he tells him to die. Those was his last words, to just die. Such a heartbreaking scene. Says, look, Walt Jr.'s putting out hate to him because his life has fallen apart because of him, and Walt decides to call the police and to turn himself in, but he doesn't because he sees Gretchen and Ellie yet on the TV, the people he despises. And he does not like what they say, and he decides to be Heisenberg one last time. Then you get into Felina and the series finale, and the the great the Breaking Bad has the greatest series finale ever. This is the greatest series finale in any TV shows ever, because there are many there are some of the shows I love have not wrapped up well, ended in bad way, stupid way, but Breaking Bad did such an amazing job, just amazing. Just they wrapped it up so perfect, and Walt goes to Gretchen and Elliot, thinks he's gonna kill him, but he doesn't decide to use them to get money to his children. I thought that was perfect how they did that, and then Walt goes to talk to Skyler and have Walt and Skyler's last scene. I thought that was perfect and well done. Give us those numbers, the GPS coordinates to where Hank and Steve are buried. And Walt finally admits to Skyler, look, all the things that I did, and Skyler just stops right there and says, if I had to hear one more time that you did this for the family, and he says, I did it for me. Like throughout the Breaking Bad season, Walt keeps saying, I did it for the family. And at the end, he finally said, I did it for me. I liked it. I was good at it. I was alive. And he gets to see his daughter one last time, and his son also, but he was looking at him getting off the bus, goes inside the house, and such a sad part that he couldn't go up to talk to him because he hates him. But so sad. And now he goes to Todd's game to kill them and Jesse also, because he thinks he's working for them. The meth product is still going, and Walt has this machine gun. He has it in his trunk so he can kill them. And he sees Jesse that he's a meth slave. He's beaten up like a dog, scars on his face, and he's like, this guy has been through enough. Gets Jesse down on the ground, and he presses the car keys, and the machine guns just started spreading everywhere, taking them all out. That was such a badass scene. That was just awesome. Then Jesse kills Todd finally for killing Angie, just choking them to death. And then Walt gives Jesse the gun to put the last bullet of him for the things he's done to him. And Jesse's like, no, I'm not doing what you want anymore. You do it yourself. And then Todd's phone's ringing, and Walt answers it. That was Lydia, telling him that he slipped the Weizen in his teeth. That she's about to die. Then you get Walt and Jesse, and Walt is like, it's been real. Then Jesse gets in El Camino and gets away, which leads into the movie. And Walt walks to the meth lab, say goodbye to everything he loved doing, and then he dies. Yeah, and Walt dies, and the camera goes up. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, like, his cancer came back in the season. Well, his cancer didn't kill him. He decides to go out on his own terms. I thought that was amazing. And it just ends right there where Walt's dead. He died next to everything he loved, and the police is just storming the place. And yeah, that was so good. Yeah. Breaking Bad season 5 is my favorite season of Breaking Bad. Season 5 is amazing. My favorite season. Alright guys, that is my ranking of the Breaking Bad seasons from great to greatness. So get down in the comments, what is your ranking of all the seasons of Breaking Bad, and who's your favorite character? My favorite character would be Jesse Pinkman. And what is your favorite episode? My favorite episode is season 5, episode 14, Ozymandias. Get down in the comment, let me know. And what is your thoughts on the show? Is this your favorite TV show of all time? Let me know. Comment below, let me know. If you liked this video, hit the like button, and also subscribe to the channel. And yeah, bye.